Hello, everybody. Welcome to the party. My name is Simon, and I'm going to be running. I guess it's programming, whatever. I don't know what the term is for the game. MCing a little game called Traction Park, a parody of old text-based adventure games. It is very much sort of like a choose your own adventure, and I've chosen it because it's very low prep, and we could all use something that's a little low prep right now. You don't even have to make a character; you're all playing the same character. But we're going to learn a little bit more about that and some of the people that are involved in this game. But before we get into meeting our lovely players, I do want to tell you that we are sponsored by Tabletop Loot, who provide dice. They have dice for all of your gaming needs. If you go to tabletoploot.com and use the code WTTP Dice, you'll get 15% off your next purchase. We're also sponsored by So Nerdware. Maddie and his amazing merch shop are the sole providers of Welcome to the Party merch. So go over to sonerdware.com and use the code WELCOME at checkout. You get 10% off your next purchase. So Nerdware, it's what the nerds wear. And also Roll20. We're not using Roll20 this game, but you could be if you want to, since we're all sort of stuck in our homes for the most part, and you want to play some games. Well, Roll20 is a fantastic virtual tabletop that runs right out of your browser. Everything you need to play is there with your friends. They've got character sheets, they've got tokens, they've got voice and video chat baked right in. You can upload your own maps if you want. You can get all of that and more with a free basic account on roll20.net. Sign up at roll20.net/start/WTTP. And last but certainly not least, we are sponsored by Devin Rue, the Mistress of Maps, who provides incredible support to the community ever since we have launched and even to this day. For some of the best cartographical content on the web, check out rueinc.com. With all of that said, let's meet our fantastic players today. I'm going to go by the overlay, which was just posted handily over here. So, starting from me and going to the right, Joe, hello. Tell us who you are, where people can find you on the internet, and what your pronouns are.
Hi, I'm Joe, and you can see my Twitter handle and my pronouns right there under my face. Joe Sandow is my name and my Twitter handle, and I'm on Twitter all the time, and I got a lot of Twitter accounts that do a lot of different things. So they're all weird. Come say hi.
Hi, my name is Jennifer or Moo. I'm on here as Jennifer's Distraction, and I'm on Twitter under Mooflay. My pronouns are she, they, and that's about it.
Cool. I believe Sarah is next.
Hi, I'm Sarah. I am at ArcLight Phoenix on Twitter. Please note that Phoenix has no vowels on Twitter because of reasons. And I use she, her.
And Michelle.
Hi, I'm Michelle Ely. You can find me on Twitter at Michelle Ely. My pronouns are she, her. And I just want to say I loved Angela's interpretive dance of our sponsors. That is classic and bravo. Bravo.
Like to buy a vowel.
Sorry, I forgot to say my pronouns are he, him for those who are not able to see the screen.
Cool. And Angela, last but not least.
Hello there, everybody. I am Angela. I come here with much ridiculousness and fervent chaotic energy to spread in this prepless game. You can find me at Phoenix24Fem. I am another Phoenix. However, this one does have vowels. The distinction has to be made. And you can find me on there or on Patreon at Philosophem. The distinction has to be made. Or as a writer over on you can find me on there or on Patreon, a fully QT-POC run online media publication where one of our pieces is going to be up soon. So yeah, you can find me there. I just shout about queer, trans things and gaming stuff. So I'm excited for this. And I will probably keep emoting with great glee and chaotic consequences.
Fabulous.
Have either of you ever played with another Phoenix before? There's like a double Phoenix game, and I'm very excited about it.
I don't think I have. So
we'll have twice the fiery energy
yes,
to bring to the table.
twice the rising.
Excellent. And my name is Simon. Once again, I'm on Twitter at Lucha Libris. My pronouns are he, him. And so today, once again, we're playing Traction Park. I have the book, but I also have the PDF. That's how much I like this game. It is a fantastic way, since a lot of us are playing more games, or in some cases playing games for the first time online. This game, I think, is a fantastic way for you to start GMing if you've never done it before, or to get people into games if they have never done it, because you don't have to make a character, you don't have to learn stats, there's no dice to roll. Everything is sort of pre-scripted. It's just up to you to solve the puzzles in your own special ways. And figure out how to get the most bang for your buck. And this game does have multiple endings, so be sure you get the good one. For how this game works, if you've never played an old text-based text-based adventure game like Zork or anything like that, the game will say, "Ye find yeself in yon dungeon. Ye see a flask." And you can type something in like "get ye flask," and the game will tell you you can't get ye flask, and you have to think about why. There are commands you can input to go different directions. You can use objects in your inventory on other things, but you'll have to say them out loud. And this game is a little bit different than other RPGs in that you're all playing the same character. You'll just be sort of taking turns giving commands. We can either go in the order that we're on in Zoom or on Twitch on the overlay, or if you have a command you want to put in, go ahead and put your hand up and go for it. We just want to make sure that everyone gets a chance to take an action. But if you want to defer your turn to someone else who perhaps has an idea, feel free to do that as well. For the benefit of the viewers and the players, let me go over the commands that you can give, the most basic ones that you can give at all times. They are examine or search. So that will let you look at the location you're in or a specific thing, like examine popcorn machine, search chest of drawers, go to X. So if you want to go to a place, if I say you are in a room, exits are north, south, and east, you can say go east, and then I will tell you what happens in the room in the east. If you already know a location, like you already know there's a swimming pool somewhere, you can say go swimming pool, and then we will teleport over to that space. Save game will let you save your progress. That could be important. Load game will let you load your progress. So if you think you're going to do something silly that might not end well for you, be sure to save and then load. Inventory will give you a command of what you have in your pockets. I will keep track. You can keep track of what you have as well. And always, you can always, and it doesn't cost a turn to say, repeat. So I will just repeat where you are, because sometimes we miss details or forget things. And there may be a time where there are commands you want to input that are not those things. You can feel free to toss anything out there. If it doesn't have a prompt in the text, I may not be able to do it. I may improvise a few responses if they don't exist, but it will be clear what you can and what you cannot do. The last things I want to do are call out some of the notes from the author about the game. So Kayan Granger, who wrote the game, is a queer, cis, white person. She has specifically not chosen to give the main character any pronouns or any gender or racial or ability or size identifiers. It's up to the players to decide what that is, or if it matters to them at all in the course of play. A number of characters are non-binary or are referred to with like they pronouns, or it's just like it doesn't matter necessarily. Like if a character is like they're flirting with you, they don't care what gender your character is, and vice versa. It's just something that I think is nice to call out and point out. There also is, this is a silly game. This is a comedy game. There is some making light of arresting a person for a petty crime. The author would like to note that the criminal justice system in the contemporary United States is a highly flawed system, and that this game in no way represents, supports, or endorses this system in its current form. If you'd like to help with this issue, check out the Bronx Defenders, bronxdefenders.org, or the ACLU's efforts to reform criminal law. With that being said, let's get into the game. Do we have any questions before we get going?
Nothing
Screen
online.
sharing.
Okay, that's what's
Alright.
happening.
Oh, that's
yeah,
what
I
that
was also
was.
very terrified as to what we were doing.
What happened?
What did you do, Joe? What
Joe.
chaos?
It's
Stuff
a
happened with the
map.
overlay with that too.
Yes, that's
Like-
that's the
overlay.
other thing.
Okay,
The
let me stop
overlay
that.
has just suddenly decided to
That
go
ruins
no.
the positions. We are all restored to our former positions.
Yes, we have
Sorry,
returned.
I was trying to screen
There we go.
share the map, thinking it was going to take over my face. I forgot that Zoom was going to like go nuts with that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Good
There
thought,
is a
though.
whiteboard feature function which
Yeah.
we didn't test.
It was a practical decision and choice that was made that led to immediately impractical results, which I'm certain will in no way be repeated throughout this entire session.
Not at all.
No, not at all.
We're very practical people.
We're very practical people. Practical cats.
So we might be making a map, but we will not be showing the map because we don't know how.
But rest assured, there's a map that's being made.
Mhm.
Somewhere.
Yeah.
That
Okay.
immediately starts making a map for us in the process.
That would be fantastic too.
Unless somebody
periodic
wants to
updates.
just, make it and do that.
Let's do it. The game. You stand outside the main entrance of Traction Park in the Traction Park parking lot. It is about half full with cars. People come from all over the state to visit this place. You are standing by your locked car. You have an email message printed on a piece of paper. You have a season pass. You also have a car key and your driver's license. Exits are east. I'm going to add what you have in your inventory.
I'm gonna
Uh,
assume the car key is for our car,
Yes.
right?
That
Okay.
is a safe assumption.
So do you want to
Just
go
have someone else's
of
keys.
in order of our appearance on the Twitch stream layout? Unless people have reasons to change it.
Seems fine. If you don't know what to do or you just don't have any ideas about actions, you can feel free to pass.
Okay. Read email.
Okay. Your brother sent you an email this morning saying, "Hey there, you know how I worked for Traction Park every summer in high school? Well, buddy, my old pal, reminded me that I hid $500 somewhere in the park, but neither of us remembers where. Since I'm at college, will you do me the favor of finding my money? I'll give you $100 if you find it. Borrow my season pass. Good hunting." We have a goal.
This is that amaretto problem we were talking about before the stream.
Yep.
If you have a whole bottle, you don't remember where you put $500 in the park.
That's right. High school is a hell of a time.
Where would a high schooler even get $500 that fast?
Well, every summer, 4 years, I don't know.
Yeah.
Mo, do you have a command you want to put in?
Let's open the car door.
Okay. You examine your car and you see you left 2 quarters on the dashboard. Whoops.
Possibly grab those.
Seems wise. I'll let you take that as your like follow-up command, then we'll go to Sarah.
Mhm.
You have 2 quarters.
We had a season pass and a
Season
No.
pass, a driver's license,
Yes.
driver's license.
car key. So we have the 2 quarters, put them in the pocket.
Yep.
That was it. That was in the car.
That's right.
Okay. shut and lock door, and then go to park entrance.
You lock the car. Go east. You are now in line to enter Traction Park. There is a sign that says ages infant to 3 years are free. Season pass, free. If you accidentally get eaten by our park's residents, your next visit is free. Exits are east and west. Ball is in your court, Michelle.
So we're in line.
Yep.
Is east going toward the park more?
Yes.
Okay, so yes, go.
And then west is back.
West is
Sorry.
back to the, yeah.
Parking.
You're
Okay.
right.
Okay, so east is to the park. Okay.
Okay. So you go that way. You are stopped by a park representative who says, "Hello there, do you have a ticket?"
Show season pass.
The park representative waves you through. You are now in Lederhosen Lodge at Traction Park. You are in Lederhosen Lodge. It is an imitation alpine lodge built of plasticized wood and with hundreds of different kinds of cuckoo clocks. The end of the Swiss cheese slide is here. There is a payphone here. You can take the fan service mobile here. Exits are enter fan service mobile, north, this one's a doozy, this is the hub of the game. Enter fan service mobile, north, northwest, southwest, south, and west.
That was north, west.
Yep.
Southwest.
Yep.
South.
And west.
And west.
Yep.
And west. to
And
go
then the fan mobile, which is
Yeah, the
a
fan
different
service
exit.
mobile. Yep, that's a different exit.
Okay. And the end of the Swiss cheese slide.
The end of the Swiss cheese slide is here. For fun bonus trivia, this game is parodying Action Park, a ill-fated actual place in New Jersey, I believe. Have some fun looking that up later on. Angela, what would you like to do?
Okay, so repeat where we were at. So I got we're essentially imitation Alpine Lodge at the bottom of the Swiss cheese slide. What was the last command that was just put in?
There is a payphone here, and you can take the fan service mobile here.
Oh, we have quarters.
You do have 2 quarters.
Do
we
we
should
have?
come back here after we find the thing.
Yeah, I was about to say, I don't think we actually have anything to examine. I don't think we have numbers of anyone to call. I mean, we could call 911 if things go terrible, but I don't think that's happened yet. So I guess take fan service mobile.
Sure. Lore Mage, thank you for the follow and the sub. Welcome to text-based madness. Fan service mobile. Sure. Page 61. That's all the way at the other end of the PDF.
Choose your own adventure style.
You are in the fan service mobile. It is a gentle ride through a subterranean tunnel. The train enters the tunnel, and the narrator that's piped through the surround sound speaker says, "And now, for a brief musical interlude." The tunnel includes life-size dioramas of the story of Bowie, the baby who bravely fought in the ultimate showdown of Ultimate Destiny. Bowie had the power to vanquish all strife with the power of music and stuff, but chose not to use it because of a narrative inconvenience. Also, dinosaurs. Down here, there's lots and lots of dinosaurs, and they're all roaming around hungrily in display cases labeled things like Sergeant Salter's Low-Down Meanies Band, All Directions, My Alchemical Impermanence, and No Trout. So you're not entirely sure if those dinosaurs actually belong in those cages. They sure look hungry. All that is separating you from those dinosaurs is the thin pane of a double-sided mirror. It's creeping you out. Best not to look in the eyes. Don't even blink. But then you realize that there's a rustling under your seat. What's that? It's 2 quarters. Change. You emerge in the wacky world of wheels. I did try to warn you all. You are in the wacky world of wheels. This is an area of the park that is fairly undeveloped, and so in fact only has one attraction that has anything to do with wheels at all. You can take the fan service mobile here going north. Exits are enter fan service mobile, which will take you back to where you started, north, south, and west.
Wow. I didn't feel high before. North.
Excellent. Page 58. 58. Aha. You are crossing Route 69 over a bridge covered in cutouts of cartoon animals kissing and giving each other romantic gifts. One of the wooden cutouts has a hole in it where you can stick your face and appear like a charming bunny giving their beloved piggy a basket of candy hearts. This is called Canoodler's Crossing. North, exits are north and south.
Let's go north.
All right. You are in Lederhosen Lodge.
Oh.
To go back to Lederhosen Lodge. Once again, there at the end of the Swiss cheese slide is here. There's a payphone here. You can take the fan service mobile here. Your exits are enter fan service mobile, north, northwest, southwest, south, and west.
Okay. West is back to the parking lot.
Yes.
Okay. Go south. Yeah, go south.
Okay. Fill in the map. You are in the Lederhosen Lodge bathroom. There are several stalls in the bathroom, but not enough. Thus, there is a line. A woman with a young child is here, and the child is bleeding a little bit. Exits are northeast and west.
Lost because I'm trying to make the map and I just got confused. Sarah, did you
Yeah.
go? You
I
were
went
in
south.
You
We
went
were in the
south.
lodge. I went south.
I'm sorry.
south from Lederhosen
That's
Lodge.
wrong.
I was gonna say there should at least be a north exit. Yeah.
South took you back to Canoodler's Crossing.
Okay, good.
I was reading you the southwest
Oh, okay.
option.
Sorry, I am dreadful, absolutely dreadful at any kind of map situation.
That's
so,
fine.
I know that
Could-
Infocom sometimes has like you go south and the other way is actually like going out east and it goes in a weird curve, but I don't think these games do
Yeah.
that. I think they're
Yeah.
much more like wherever you came from, you're going the opposite if
Yeah.
you go
Right,
down
right.
on that
Okay,
route.
so south for me back into Canoodler's Lodge. Could I have gone southwest actually into the bathroom?
Yes,
like,
actually
for
into
real
the
this time?
bathroom.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when you saw, what do you say the exits were there?
Exits
to go back
are
to the lodge?
northeast goes back to the lodge, and west goes somewhere you haven't been yet.
Okay. Could examine bleeding child.
The mother looks stressed and asks, "Do you have a first aid kit? My daughter got scraped up pretty bad on the Swiss cheese slide when she fell off halfway down the hill."
I have 2 quarters.
Kids love quarters.
Michelle, your turn. I don't know what to do now.
Can we examine bathroom? See if there's
Oh yeah, if there's extra stuff going on.
yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. You are in the bathroom. There is a woman with a young child here, and the child is bleeding a little bit.
There's nothing else on the
There's
walls.
nothing else kicking around. Yeah. Nothing else of note. Though there is a exit west. I will say for funsies, you can tell that goes further into the bathroom. There's a separate like attached bathroom space there.
Okay, then go west.
You are in the Lederhosen Lodge locker room. Most of the lockers are currently being used, and all of the ones not currently used are wide open. They vary in size, some designed just for a wallet and keys, and some big enough to hold a whole person. There is a key dispenser here. There is a lost and found box here. Exits are east, which is back to the bathroom.
May I save the game?
Yes, the game is saved.
Okay, so that was my turn, right?
Yeah, I would say you could probably. I'll give you another thing because you just went to a new space.
Examine lost and found.
Okay. There is a half-used bottle of concealer makeup inside.
Take concealer.
You have a bottle of concealer.
Next.
Do we have 2 quarters or 4?
You
We
have 4 quarters.
Yeah,
4,
4
okay.
quarters.
So you started with the 2 from your car, and you found 2 more under the seat of the fan service mobile.
See. Okay. Thank you.
Examine key dispenser.
To use the key dispenser, it costs a quarter.
Use quarter.
A key and lock tumble out with the number 42 on it on a rubber necklace.
I think that was my turn.
A key and lock. Oh, I see, because it's a locker room.
Yeah, you can put the.
Take key and lock.
Okay. Yeah, you have that.
Oh, we have that. So that was it for what was here, unless we want to lock something away. Let's go east. East is the only exit?
Yep.
Go east.
I'll say that you can do that without spending a turn. It's like
Okay.
you're just going back. Yeah, so you're back in the bathroom. Exits are northeast and west.
And there's a woman and a child who is bleeding a little bit who wants first aid, and we don't have first aid.
Correct.
Give concealer to woman.
She doesn't know what to do with it.
Okay.
I was worried someone would do that.
What did you say?
I was worried someone would do that.
Yeah.
I was like, this is like first aid, right?
It's like first aid.
Should I keep going?
Yeah, you can keep going.
All right. Northeast.
Okay. You were back in Lederhosen Lodge.
Northwest.
Northwest. Page 28. You are at the I've gone too far. You are at the sanitizer plunge. It is a tall, cylindrical tower with a curved base at the bottom. People put on bungee cords, get on the ride, and an elevator takes them to the top of the tower. Then the people fall about 100 feet and bounce until they finally collapse in a net below the ride. There is a long line to get on the ride. There is a discarded safety net here. Exits are southeast.
What was it called?
The sanitizer plunge.
Why is it called the sanitizer plunge?
I'm not sure I want to know.
Terrifying.
I have a guess.
The discarded.
Yeah.
safety
By the time you're done shitting your pants, your bowels will be sanitized. Something to that effect.
net. Wow. Feels like the opposite, but yeah.
It's the only thing I could think of.
Yeah.
All right, Moo.
Let's go back to the Lederhosen Lodge.
Sure. You're back at Lederhosen Lodge. Where would you like to go from here?
Let's go north.
Okay. That's page 29. You are at Mr. Spector's Spectacular Theater Center stage. It is spectacular, with large black velvet curtains on either side of the stage, a monstrous graveyard set. In the center of the graveyard is a large bronze top hat on top of a large pedestal, and the pedestal bears a plaque on the side. Exits are north, east, and south. And south takes you back to Lederhosen Lodge.
Can I still take a turn or?
Yeah, totally.
Read plaque.
Okay. It says, this stage is dedicated to Mr. Spectre, without whom Traction Park would not have been possible. RIP 7/7/1993. The plaque looks like it's coming loose off the stone pedestal.
Simon, I think you should direct us when we
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
players,
Yeah.
That might be a good.
because we're not sure sometimes how many.
Yeah, that's fair. I'll give you I'll say if you move into a room, you can probably do an action in the room. And then we can scooch along, or like one or two little things. Depending on how big the action is, I'll say you can double it up. Yeah, let's go on to the next person.
Can you repeat the description of the statue?
Yep.
Or situation? I heard top hat. So
In the center, so there's a graveyard set on top of the stage. In the middle of the graveyard, there's a large bronze top hat, and the top hat is on top of a pedestal, and the plaque is on the pedestal.
okay. And that's the only thing in the room is that graveyard set.
There is a sign that says next performance is next Saturday,
And the plaque.
Bummer.
and the plaque. Yeah.
Pry plaque loose.
It looks like you'll need something to detach it completely from the pedestal. I give you an extra action.
Go north.
Sure. Page 32. You are at the superhero swing. There is a pier and a long rope. People hold onto the rope and jump off into the water below. Suddenly, someone screams, "Ah! There's bees in the water!" The attendant looks nervous and tells the visitors not to swim near the bees. "It's following me! Ah!" The person gets out of the water, looking scared. The next person swings on the swing and goes in the water, apparently unconcerned, but some people are worried. Exits are north to somewhere new, and south back to Mr. Spectre's. And that's where we'll pass the turn.
On you, Michelle.
Go north.
Okay. You are at the Bazooka Ball. There is a sign here that says grand debut today of this new and improved ride. Mr. Traction is standing here smoking a pipe.
Speak to Mr. Traction.
Mr. Traction sees you looking at him expectantly. "Hey there, kid. You want to earn $100? He takes a $100 bill out of his pocket and waves in the air. "I need someone to test this ride for me. Prove it's safe so the health department don't shut it down again. Climb up there and slide down for me, would you? Just cross your arms over your chest and lay down flat. Remember, it works best if you're slippery." I'll give you another action if you want it.
Save game.
Save game.
You save the game. Angela, what you got?
Oh, I love this game already.
This is amazing.
Okay. Okay, so we've saved. Actually, can I go back to the previous swing, the superhero swing?
Yeah.
So whichever direction goes back to
south.
it's just the command go to superhero swing.
Yeah, you can just teleport. Yeah.
Talk with bee stung person.
Unfortunately, I don't know how to do that.
Darn. In my head, I was suddenly thinking, well, maybe he'll give us something if we offer him concealer for all of his bee stings. On his... I have to think weird adventure logic here.
There is some fun weird adventure logic. Unfortunately, it didn't pan out for that one. You still have control.
Okay, then since we did save our game, I will go back to the bonsai spot and agree to try out ride.
Okay. So you are at the back at the Bazooka Ball. Exits are north, south, which goes back to the superhero swing, and stairs. So you go stairs. You are at the entrance of the Bazooka Ball. It is very high up. There is a knob here. Exits are downstairs and down slide. And so you're going to ride the slide. Okay.
Decision number 1. Let's go.
You sit your butt down, cross your arms over your chest, and try and scoot down the slide. But you get stuck a third of the way down. Someone comes with a rope, and you hold onto it, and they drag you out. You are back at the entrance of the Bazooka Ball.
We're okay.
You're fine.
It works best if you're slippery.
That's right.
Yeah. A lot of things do. I go to sanitizer plunge.
Okay.
Get net.
Okay. You go to sanitizer plunge. You take the safety net. It is very large enough to contain a person or a small dinosaur, just so you know.
I don't know why I wanted the net. I just know it was an object, and I want all the objects that are on the floor.
Never a bad
for
idea.
myself.
You have it. I'll say you retain control as well for
okay. Go to Mr. Spector's theater and go east.
Okay, for east from there. Page 41. You are at the Illinois Jones and the Temple of Tubes ride. There is an air pump here. Exits are east, southeast, southwest, and west. West goes back to Mr. Spector's.
Examine tube, and that'll be the end for me.
Sure. Examine tube or examine...
What was the thing?
Air pump.
Air pump. Examine air pump.
Yes. You move to take the air pump, but someone blocks you. Halt, says a kid dressed as Gandalf who was previously online. You shall not pass. The kid waves a stick at you. He looks like a really nerdy kid.
Okay, Moo. Just deal with this kid.
Say some weird nerdy thing to the nerdy kid and give him a quarter to move.
He refuses your quarter, but he continues to wave his staff and stroke his fake beard and yell, "You shall not pass."
Let's see here. Depending on how small that kid is, we can probably push past that kid. So let's push past that small kid.
He pounds his staff and yells, "You shall not pass."
Kid, you're cute, but we're gonna try to take the staff from the kid now.
Yeah.
Yes.
Unfortunately, I don't know how to do that.
No.
Saying
I wish I
rob a
did.
child.
I wish I did.
So
You still have control.
Couldn't throw the coin at the child. Couldn't take the thing from the child. Now we gotta circumvent the child. So what's our exits?
Your exits are east, southeast, southwest, and west, which goes back to the theater.
Let's go southeast.
Southeast. All right. You are at the 20,000 Leagues Under the Springs ride at Traction Park. This thrilling ride has several rafts that go up a climbing track, then splash down into channels of water at high speeds, racing along them until returning to the station. There is a park employee here admitting riders. There are some slightly deflated rafts. Exits are northwest, back the way you came.
You can go, Sarah.
Okay. Examine rafts.
Some of these rafts have tiny holes in them. It would be easy to patch them up.
We don't have anything that could patch that up, do we?
Not particularly.
I don't think the concealer is going to do that.
It conceals many
Um,
things, but not holes.
It's weird that it says it would be easy.
Yeah.
There's no-
Yeah. Are the rafts with the holes in them the rafts that people are getting onto to go on the ride, or are they just stacked in a corner?
They're just extra ones that are stacked. Yeah.
Okay.
People are getting onto filled ones.
Good. Can take raft?
I don't know. Unfortunately, you cannot do that. But I'll say,
Okay.
as you do, the park worker approaches you and says, "Hey, you look like a person who used to work here. Hey, could you do me a favor and tape the rafts up for me? Inflate them and put them back on the tracks? Thanks a bunch."
What? Can as the last part of my turn, can I just examine the rest of the area to see if there's like raft first aid kit somewhere?
Yeah, you look around. There is nothing particularly useful
Okay.
that else that you see.
Super.
There you go.
Yeah.
So are we given the option to tape up rafts? Is that what he said? Or
You could attempt to, but you have nothing that would cover the hole sufficiently yet.
the person said we look like someone who used to work there.
Yes.
Ask person about who I look like.
Sorry. I must have gotten you confused with the. You must be siblings. Your brother used to work here for a couple of summers.
Do you know where he liked to hang out?
No, he was just sort of walked all over the place.
I'm sure he had a favorite spot.
Um. We're hacking the game. I think he really liked the bumper cars.
Thank you.
You still have control if you want to do another action.
What were my exits in this room?
Just northwest, back to Illinois Jones and the Temple of Tubes.
Can I go back to Illinois Jones and examine the room?
Oh, sure. Once again, you look around. The only things of note here are, aside from the ride itself, there is the air pump, which is being guarded by the kid dressed up like Gandalf.
I go up to the kid and say, "Fly, you fools."
The kid says, "Oh, that was pretty cool. But you got to prove to me that you're a real super fan."
Ask how I can prove I'm a super fan.
Only a super fan would have merch.
Show t-shirt.
You're wearing a cool t-shirt. Unfortunately, it's not impressive enough for the nerd.
Okay, that's my turn. I know
That's
it's my turn.
fair. Yeah. What you got, Angela?
Okay, save game.
You saved the game.
I'm trying to remember the theater, the Spectre Theater. Go to Spectre
Yes.
Theater.
Okay. You're at Mr. Spectre's Spectacular Theater.
Grab top hat off pedestal.
Unfortunately, it is a large bronze top hat, and it's very heavy.
Okay. I thought it was a basic one.
That would have been good.
No, my head was thinking he wants merch, so we get something from the park. So just grab the top hat and give him the top hat, so he'll stop being a pain. Okay. Okay. Alternate plan. The original idea I had. Okay. Saving game was still good. The raft section that we just went into.
Yes.
Go to that section, ride it to get. Can we get wet? Do we see people coming off and getting wet?
Yeah, people are coming around. They're a little wet. You consider trying out the ride, but you don't trust that. Interesting.
Oh no.
There's a command that is given, assuming that you have taken another action. I will say that you get the response anyway. So the rafts themselves are duct taped. The ones that are functional. The ones that are not functional have holes in them. So you consider trying out the ride, but you don't trust that simple duct tape is going to be sufficient repair. You wisely avoid that disaster.
Okay.
You still have control.
Okay. Go to superhero swing.
Okay.
And do we see people getting wet off of that one? Because there was you mentioned the bees in the water, but there were still people who. But obviously, you mentioned water. Can we ride that ride?
You while you're not allergic to bees, you still don't like getting stung, so you'd rather not.
Okay. Well, it tests our options. That gives us more information.
That's good. Yeah.
I'm trying
I may futz a few rules here and there. Just that only for the sake of time and stream. And also, you all have very creative ideas that I love, and I want to reward you in some way for them.
I'm going full adventure game mode, and I can't find a cat that fits in the lock hole. Like I
try everything on everything else. You'll be fine.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I guess that's my turn. In that case, I've tried a couple of different things.
Sure.
So it's my turn.
Okay, this isn't gonna work, but go to Illinois Jones, the Temple of Tubes.
Yep. You were there.
Throw safety net on kid.
Awesome.
We have it saved. Yeah. We have a good save point. So
yeah, this is good. We've only committed one felony so far.
It's not what you do at amusement parks. I've never been.
You just bully a bunch of kids, right?
Yeah.
Throw a bunch of stuff.
You steal equipment and you throw it at children.
The net flies over the kid. He yells no, and then pulls the net off and reveals a white robe instead of a gray one underneath, and gives you back the net.
This is final form.
Yeah.
This kid is a super nerd.
Yeah, we don't have the thing for the nerd. Okay, go east.
Yep. Okay. Page 45. Oh, what did I do? I accidentally zoomed in when I didn't mean to. You are at Rock Pond. There are cardboard cutouts of Atlantis Morris Pet, Courtney Haight, June Jett, Gwen Stefani, and many more rock stars playing guitars and other instruments. The song "We Will Rock You Up" plays scratchily in the background. You see something on the bottom of the pond. Exits are east and west. West goes back to Illinois Jones.
For my last thing, I'm just going to look in pond.
Okay. You look in the pond and see there is a lost hammer on the bottom of the pond.
Get it.
You enter the pool. It is cold and refreshing on a hot day. You retrieve the hammer and get out of the pond, but now you are starting to feel really hungry.
Okay, move.
Well, we're wet right now. So we're still gonna go and we're gonna go try out that ride. So go to what was that called?
20,000 Leagues Under the Springs.
No, I
Oh, the
think
bazooka
no,
ball.
the
new-
bazooka thing,
The
the
bazooka
slide
thing.
down.
Yeah, the bazooka bowl.
Yes.
Yeah, go to
um,
bazooka bowl.
You were wet. When was the last time you saved? Just now?
I think it was before we threw the
net on the
it.
kid.
Yeah,
okay.
it was right
Yeah.
before there. So
Okay.
we would
That's a
not have the
dangerous
hammer
question.
in our previous
Right, in your previous thing.
Did
Yeah.
we not? Oh, did we lose the net?
No, you
No,
still
we
have the
got it
net.
back.
You still have the net, yeah. If you try
So-
something that's not written out, you don't lose whatever. You will usually lose an item once you use it on something successfully.
So if you
Um,
wanted to save before you jumped into the ride,
Ah,
Yeah.
yes. That's save where we're at right now,
And then go
Oh.
down.
and
Yep.
then head down the slide.
Okay. When you go down the bazooka ball, but when you go down, you knock your head when you go through the loop. You were just not slippery enough. You wake up in a hospital with a concussion. Guess this is the end of your adventure in Traction Park.
Reload save state.
Okay. You are at the top of the bazooka ball. You are damp. You are starting to feel hungry. You have all of the things that you just had.
Shall I pass this off on to Sarah?
If you
Unless we
like,
have
or
a
you
data.
can go somewhere else. Yeah.
Here, let's go somewhere else real quick then, since we know that's not gonna cut it. Let's go back.
oh, we have a hammer.
You have a hammer.
Yeah, what do you want to do?
Let's go back to Mr. Spectre Theater.
Aha! You return to Mr. Spectre's Spectacular Theater Center stage.
Sweet. Now I pass it on to you.
I'm gonna use hammer on plaque, like the prying edge
Yep.
of it.
You remove the plaque and see a hidden space inside the pedestal. There is nothing inside, but you feel a strange, chilly feeling despite the hot day. Then, all of a sudden, a quavering, ghostly figure appears in front of you, an X-Man in a business suit. The plaque falls and shatters, and the hammer breaks.
Hi.
The ghost says, "Hello, visitor. Thank you for getting me out of there. It was a bit cramped. I am the specter of the deceased Mr. Spectre. I used to be an insurance lawyer for RideGo. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on amusement park insurance. One day in 1993, I came to give a quote to Mr. Traction, who runs Traction Park. And after evaluating everything, I realized the park was a death trap. However, when I told him that no respectable insurance company could insure the park, he asked me how, hypothetically, a not respectable insurance company could insure the park. He offered me several $1,000s to write up a fake business plan for such an agency based in the Cayman Islands. I did it. And when I asked him what for, he said it was for research and that he'd never use it. Well, a couple of months later, I found out Mr. Traction had started his own insurance company with my business plan. I was irate and came to tell him it was completely out of line, and he killed me and buried me under the stage. Then when my ghost came back, I tried to haunt him. He captured me and locked me up in this pedestal. He pouts. I just wanted to be helpful and keep people safe. That bazooka ball ride is a death trap, but I'm too terrifying to make any difference at all. Everyone would run screaming if I went over there.
There are so many layers to this game right now.
We
We've got ghosts, we have insurance fraud.
we have a confirmed necromancer. Are we skipping over the confirmed
Yeah.
necromancer part?
And
He
the
trapped a
Ghostbusters.
ghost.
How did
Murder.
he capture the ghost and put it anywhere?
Plus, there's murder, and there's like multiple children. Gandalf doesn't have an adult supervisor, and then there's another one bleeding in the bathroom.
And can we talk about the Spectre parents who had a child whose last name was Spectre, who then turned into a ghost as if preordained by their name?
Yeah. This is amazing. Okay.
Is that your turn?
I just read a bunch of
I
dialogue. You
literally
can do another
don't
thing
know
if you
what
want.
to
Okay.
do. Oh,
That's
okay.
fine.
Wait. Okay. So
There's 2 places we haven't gone yet, if that helps.
yeah. I how long is I want to ask the Spectre how long he's been there.
Ever since I died in 1993. It's been quite a long time.
And what year is this? Well, there's email, so okay.
It's sometime in the 90s.
So it's 1995 now.
Yeah.
But presumably he died before our brother put money anywhere.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah, I don't know what to do. So, Michelle, you're up.
So we've lost the hammer?
Yeah, we've lost the hammer.
We've learned so much. It was worth the hammer. So
It was worth the hammer.
Totally
it's
worth
worth
the hammer.
Yeah.
The hammer served its purpose. It gave
Thank
us a
you for your
ghost.
service.
Yeah.
I don't know what to do with the ghost.
I can't remember what was in the Wacky World of Wheels.
So you were at like the entrance to it. So there are things that are technically in the Wacky World of Wheels that you haven't seen.
Like
What you knew of before was Canoodler's Crossing that goes over Route 69 above it. Or north of it.
Okay.
Would you like to go back to the Wacky World of Wheels?
Yes, I would.
Okay. You're in the Wacky World of Wheels. This is an area of the park that is fairly underdeveloped and in fact only has one attraction that has anything to do with wheels at all. You can take the fan service mobile here going north. Exits are enter fan service mobile, north, which is Canoodler's Crossing, south, and west, neither of which you have been to yet.
Is there anything here? Examine area?
There's the fan service mobile, a transport ride that crosses Route 69, connecting Lederhosen Lodge and the Wacky World of Wheels.
Oh, so there's nothing of note.
Nothing in that space, yeah.
So exits are fan service mobile, north, west,
And south.
and south. Oh.
Yep.
Go south.
Okay. 62. There are, of note, there are like a few like side quests in this game. So if you get stuck on one puzzle or something, like it's okay if you don't do everything. You might not. It depends. You are at Mr. Bean's Wild Ride in the Wacky World of Wheels. On this thrilling ride, guests drive go-karts around a complex and dangerous track of about 1/8 of a mile on a flat circular road. The go-karts themselves look super fun and not dangerous at all. With their charming spinning wheels that look like they're about to fly off, quirky steering, and delightfully wheezing engines. Exits are Ride Mr. Bean's Wild Ride and north. When I spoke before about your brother's pastimes, I meant to say go-karts, not bumper cars.
Save game.
You save the game.
So next.
Okay.
Ride go-karts.
The ride attendant waves you through, and you get in the nearest go-kart. You notice an old crash dummy. It is missing its arms and legs. So you're sitting in the cart, and there's a dummy.
I'm so torn between my player instinct and my personal person instinct. Like as a character, I'm like, oh, this person is obviously going into death trap. This should be fine. But I see imagining an actual dummy in the spot next to me terrifies me.
The game was saved. Do the dumb thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Continue to ride.
Sure.
Ride.
You drive the cart. You have a lot of fun. You just wish the ride were longer than a circular 1/8 mile of track.
That's underwhelming.
Yeah. It's all about playing with expectations, right?
Damn it.
Is the dummy like solid or? I'm
Oh,
sorry.
yeah.
Right. So,
It was just like in the cart.
Mhm.
What do we got in it?
Mhm.
Okay.
It was
the
like
ghost,
next door.
was the ghost still chilling out over in that one?
Oh yeah, he's just stuck. It looks like he's
In the
tethered to
theater?
the hat.
Oh, so he can't move. Ah, damn it. Okay, that goes my other idea. I was gonna say, I was gonna try and remember whatever the line is about the dead keep this place and the living stay away from it from Return of the King. Just try and have the specter come with us to scare the kid, but I don't think that'll work if he's tethered. So damn it. I think that's it for my turn. I did the dangerous thing.
Okay.
Didn't work. Damn it. I'm good.
All right. So, search bumper cars.
Okay.
Go-kart. Search go-kart.
You find nothing of particular interest, but while examining, you notice that your brother's college sticker is on the dummy. And looking a little closer, you notice that someone wrote his name on the dummy. You shake it, and it sounds like something is inside. How would you open it?
If I had a hammer. How would I open it?
Mm-hmm.
You have an idea?
We have keys, don't we?
We have a key and a lock for a locker.
And a car key.
That means you have two
We've
keys.
got 2 keys.
Yeah, we have car
Yes.
keys. Yeah.
Rip it open.
Okay. Open dummy with car keys.
It looks like you need something a little sharper.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
A for effort.
Okay. We'll keep
A
that in
plus
mind.
for effort.
We'll be back. North and then west.
You go back north to the Wacky World of Wheels, and then west. You are at the Wizard Golf attraction in the Wacky World of Wheels, a gentle attraction where park guests must use a wand or golf club to manipulate a magic ball of fire or golf ball into some hoops posed on tall sticks, all without ever touching the ball with the wand. Because magic. It seems to be under construction, and you see some wooden houses in the process of being moved around. There is a lever nearby. Exits are east.
I'll pass it on to Moo.
Okay.
There is a
Oh.
lever.
Safe state.
Okay.
And then go pull the lever.
You also of note, you are starting to feel very hungry. You take the
Yeah.
lever. It is useful for moving large, heavy objects. You have to wiggle it out from underneath something heavy, however. So when you're done, you feel very thirsty.
Does anybody know if there's a snack bar anywhere?
We haven't seen it yet.
Oh, fun.
Seems likely.
I would assume there is one.
Oh yeah.
Probably the lodge would be a good.
Yeah, that'd be a good place to go. Can we go to the Lederhosen Lodge?
Yeah. You return to Lederhosen Lodge. Once again, your exits are Fan Service Mobile, north to Mr. Spector's, northwest to the Sanitizer Plunge, southwest to the bathroom, south to Canoodler's Crossing, and west to the park entrance.
I was gonna see about going to the locker room, but I don't know how far that would be.
You can teleport there as a part of your turn.
It's also
Okay,
just through the bathroom, right?
Yeah, it's just through the bathroom.
Let's go to locker room.
Okay, you are in the locker room.
And I think that's where I'll stop and pass on the turn.
Okay. You are in the locker room.
Examine locker room.
There are about 100 lockers here. There's a key dispenser and a lost and found.
Oh, we didn't check it.
Is the lost and found where we found the concealer?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Okay.
There is nothing else of note.
Go to locker 42.
You
And-
open the locker.
Yeah, and just examine inside.
You open the locker. It is big, and a whole person could fit inside of it. It is grimy and gross, but at least you can keep your stuff there.
Super.
Just in case you were wondering.
I feel like the consistent repetition of you could fit a whole person in there is important. I don't want to
Oh.
shove Gandalf into it.
We should murder someone, put them in the net, stick them in the locker.
I'm not saying that it might be a plot
Oh.
point, but
What?
You okay?
Yeah, I just had a really large idea
Share.
because of the repetitive person thing. That dummy is about the same size as a person. We don't have anything to cut it open with, and it's still there.
Oh,
So we could carry it in the net to somewhere.
Yeah.
overlaid.
we could save it. At the very least, we could lock it and save it. So if we want to be
Mhm.
sure by the time we solve anything else,
Yeah.
Yeah.
potential money
I'm
or
gonna-
the item there.
Dummy.
Yeah, with the rest of my turn, I'm going to, if I can, go
Yeah,
ahead and do that. Like teleport back to the go-karts, grab the
Mhm.
dummy, teleport back, shove it in the locker.
in the locker. Yep.
Shut the locker and lock it.
You have done all of that. The
Oh.
dummy is now locked in the
Dummy,
locker.
Okay.
Yep.
Ulfric said a small dinosaur could also fit in there.
That's true. That was part of the
Also
description.
Yes.
I mean, we have more quarters.
Yes.
What did we use the
Oh.
first
You get
quarter
multiple lockers.
for? Oh, the locker.
Yeah, you used 1/4 on the key dispenser.
Oh, did you
Right.
lock the locker? So-
Yeah,
Mhm.
I did. And
There you go.
I'm going to say that's probably my turn.
Cool. Perfect. Michelle.
I wonder.
Go
Nice.
back to the lodge.
Mhm.
Examine. Is there like any sort of like I know there's not a map because getting the map is part of this, but is there any sort of like advertisement for a snack bar, anything like that?
Not rules as written, but I would say you can probably dig around and find like a little. Maybe you grab a park attendant who directs you to the snack bar. So I can drop you there. You just won't know how to get anywhere from there. Snack bar, snack bar, snack bar. Where are you, snack bar? Aha! You are at the snack truck. You recognize your friend Robin S. from high school. Robin S. is the snack truck salesperson. There is a menu board here. There are 4 exits: north, east, south, and west.
Look at menu.
The menu board shows that the snack truck sells fries for $4, bottled water for $1, and a blended coffee drink called Java Mind Trick for $5.
I think I'm most mad about that pun.
Do we have a wallet?
You have a wallet, but the only money you have is your 3/4.
75 cents.
Really have to mug that kid.
Is there a water fountain by the snack truck?
Unfortunately not.
There's nothing we can get for 50 cents. There's like a
Uh,
vending machine around or anything.
Have you ever
Oh,
been
this
to an amusement park?
Ask
We'll
for the
charge
bits.
$10 for water and $50 to use the bathroom.
Okay.
The only way to play roller coaster tycoon.
Go up to friend,
Oh, sure, yeah.
say hi.
Robin S says, "Hello, friend. Have you seen my girlfriend?"
No, who's your girlfriend?
Robin says, "Oh, Christina T. She's here somewhere."
Get description of Christina T.
You get a description of Christina T. You will know her when you see her.
Okay, I want to save the game.
Yep.
And then ask my friend, do you have like anything in the back? A quick snack?
Okay. Yeah. Perfect. This is good because you were feeling very hungry and very thirsty.
Mhm.
Robin S says, fine, but you have to go find my girlfriend for me. Robin gives you some fries and a bottle of water.
Eat fries and drink water.
You are no longer feeling hungry or thirsty.
That's my turn.
Are they good
Fabulous.
fries?
They're salty.
They're salty. They're food.
They're greasy.
They're food.
They're
They're food. That is also the answer that people will frequently say at an amusement park when they actually get food.
Yes.
It's like, it is
It's
food.
food.
It's
It's
food.
food.
Just like a con.
It's worse at a con. I
That's
didn't think
true.
it could be, but it's worse
Yeah.
at a con.
I changed the link to a view only and put it into Twitch chat so other people can see it.
Oh, wonderful.
Thank
link to
you.
the map.
Thank
Hopefully
you.
everybody else can still edit it.
Good
Yes.
description of
Yes.
Christina T. Yes, you have that.
Oh lordy, I am
Okay.
trying.
And we have no idea where the snack truck is in relation to anything else, correct?
No.
Yes.
No.
Because
I
we
had
were
to
We're
get this
bounced
blindfolded
there.
and dragged here.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Black bagged and dragged.
I saved it. I saved it just in case she slapped us or something.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was
That is baked into the game, thankfully. Not the slapping part, but they like
Oh,
you can beg
God.
for food.
I'm trying to think up all of this because in terms of like GM narrator voice, it's like playing a point and click adventure, but the narrator is friend Pewter or is friend computer
Mhm.
or has the sass of friend computer. Oh geez. I'm trying to think. Okay, what do we have to manage? What do we have in our inventory again?
You have email message, season pass, car keys, driver's license, 3/4, bottle of concealer, net, locker and key, or locker and key.
Okay. Save game.
You save the game.
Go to. I'm trying to remember what was the one that had the dinosaurs. Was that Canoodlers? I don't think it was Canoodlers, was it?
It was on the fan service mobile.
Oh, fan service mobile.
Do we need to explore directionally or can we teleport?
You can just teleport. Yeah.
Okay.
Teleport to fan service mobile.
You ride the fan service mobile. You're on a little like cart that just goes through a tunnel.
Oh, and there's just thin panes of glass. That's where the dinosaurs are.
Right, they're just like behind the panes of glass as you're riding along the train. Yeah.
Poke panes of glass to get dinosaur attention.
Uh, you look at the dinosaurs. They look back at you, but as we all know, it's not the dinosaurs that are in front of you have to worry about. It's the ones that come at you from the side. From the side, another animatronic velociraptor snaps at you. Unfortunately, you cannot interact with them as you are on a little track.
Well, at least I
It
finally
couldn't
got
hurt
to.
you from trying. Yeah.
Yeah, well, that and also I finally got to experience the Jurassic Park ride at Universal Studios for once
Yeah,
without
there you
having to
go.
be scared by it. Actually.
Oh. Yeah, so you're either in, depending on how you wanted to ride that, you were either at Wacky World of Wheels or Lederhosen Lodge.
And what else? Examine Wacky World of Wheels. What other materials were there?
Nothing useful. Exits are Fan Service Mobile, north to Canoodler's Crossing, south to Mr. Bean's Wild Ride, and west to Wizard Golf.
Teleport to Spectre's Spectacular Theater. Ask Spectre if he knows of a way to remove him from his place, or if he can leave the place. I don't know. I'm sort of grasping. at
Yeah.
ideas right now.
You're good. He says, "I'm sorry, I can't do anything until I have a witness to testify that the bazooka ball is unsafe, even after they tried to fix it. I'm still a lawyer, even though I'm dead. Har har."
We don't know what to do with this ghost, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it seems is the only way you could probably get him to move along is to prove that the ride is crap
Well, we
without
got stuck twice.
without getting a concussion. You did get stuck.
I want to bring the ghost to the kid and be like, "Here, look,
Listen here.
I have a ghost.
Yeah.
I'm a real fan." Go to Rock Pond, go east.
Okay. Rock Pond was page 45. Yes. East. Okay. East from Rock Pond is the snack truck.
Okay.
Ooh.
Snack truck is now connected to the map. Go south.
Okay. South from the snack truck. Page 51. You are at the broken bathroom. There is an out of order sign here, held up by some waterproof duct tape, still attached to the roll. This bathroom has one stall from which emanates a flowing trail of clear water. There is also a janitorial closet here. Exits are north.
Take duct tape
You have the duct tape.
and take sign.
Okay. You
Thank you.
Move yours.
you feel inclined. Actually, no, you can do it anyway. You take down the sign, even though the bathroom is not fixed. On the back of the sign, you discover a $5 bill, and you keep it.
Yes. We have money for food. Your turn, Move.
Where exactly are we again?
You are in the broken bathroom, which is south of the snack truck. There is the bathroom has one stall from which emanates a flowing trail of clear water, and there is a janitorial closet here.
Save.
You save the game.
Now we have $5 officially.
Yep.
Can I examine the stall? I'm
Yep.
kind of afraid to know what's going on, but
I don't have to content warning anything, thankfully. The toilet is overflowing. There seems to be something jammed inside.
Can we see from that angle what is jammed inside?
It's something that would not be useful to you, but it would be impolite to describe further.
Okay. Then skedaddle out of there and go north of the snack truck. Wait, no, not north. I want to go east.
East from the snack truck.
Yes.
Sure. Snack truck east. 49. You are at the bigger boat pool. This thrilling ride is an enormous wave pool that contains a wave machine. There are also pylons that pop up once in a while with shark fins. Exits are west. There are people playing in the water, which ripples and waves like the ocean. A lifeguard sits in a tall chair overlooking the water. There is a pump here.
I think I'm gonna pass it off to Sarah.
Okay.
Which was the place with the raft ride?
The 20,000 Leagues Under the Springs ride.
Okay, I want to teleport there.
Yep.
And use the duct tape to fix the rafts.
Fantastic. You use the you tape up the punctures on the rafts, but unfortunately they still need to be inflated.
Oh, whoops.
And you've done part of it.
And Gandalf is in the way of
guarding
the air pump.
Correct.
But there was a second.
There was a second pump in the bigger boat pool.
Or was that water pump?
It's a water pump.
Okay.
Oh.
Well, I got half the side quest done. Um. Do we still have the duct tape?
Yes. You've only used some of your roll.
Go back to wherever Gandalf is.
Yep. Illinois Jones and the Temple of Tubes.
Can I bribe child? I got $5.75 on me. And $100 for the ride, and another 500, another 100 coming. So technically, I have $205.75 somewhere.
Somewhere, right? It's coming down the line. I got a lot of investments that are paying off slowly.
Yeah, it's some investments. It's
I'm just waiting for my company to IPO, and then it'll be.
Yeah,
watch out.
Offer him shares.
My startup,
yeah,
right? You can get 10
I'm
shares.
gonna offer Gandalf shares in my company of
Adventure
amusement
Corp.
park insurance. But yeah, I want to try to bribe the wizard child.
I think you attempt to bribe him, and he says, "There's only one kind of gold I care about."
It's a ring, isn't it? It's a ring. It's a ring.
Not any ring, but the one.
The one ring.
Perhaps.
Okay.
Perhaps.
Okay, so
All
now
right.
that
Yeah, we haven't gone north of the bazooka ball yet, right?
I believe you have not.
Okay. I
Or
will
the snack
teleport there, go north, and then that's my turn.
Okay. You are at the entrance of the Spinny Spinny Death Ride at Traction Park. There is a grumpy worker cleaning up a pile of vomit here with a roll of paper towels. Exits are north, east, and south.
I just have to say this game is delightful.
I'm not going to survive this entire session. My
I know.
stomach hurts so much from laughing already.
Let's see. Door
And
one,
I've just been
two.
watching Sarah's and I do the same eyebrow raise every few minutes, so I'm just done.
So the only
the
thing.
the
Phoenix
exit-
eyebrow activate.
Yeah.
The exits were north, east, west, and south.
North, east, and south. No west.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's me, right?
Yeah, it's you.
And there's nothing else of note in the Spinny Spinny Death Ride besides the janitor.
Yeah, there is a grumpy worker cleaning up a pile of vomit with a roll of paper towels.
I don't want to aggravate that person just yet.
Just yet.
Just yet.
It's coming.
It's coming.
Tyler's work hard.
North.
North. Congratulations! You have reached the highest place in Traction Park, the top of Traction Hill. You can admire everything in the park from up here. There is a signpost here. Exits are east, south, and west.
So, what? I can see the entire park?
Yes. You admire everything. You can also see there are several rides you have not yet explored. If you want, every time you get absolutely stuck, you can just come back here, and I will dispense with you a hint.
Hint machine.
Save game.
Okay, you save the game.
Can I see a place where maybe there would be people like Christina T hanging out?
Aha. I have a map in this book here, which is easier than looking at the PDF. Where is she? Oh, yes. Yes. Page. Yeah. While you were up here looking around, you see that west of you, at the back of the line, there is a pretty girl that matches the description of Christina T perfectly.
Oh, outside of the park?
She's at the attraction to the west of you.
Oh, so I like to go to the attraction to
Mhm.
the west of me.
You are at the Swiss cheese slide. People ride primitive scooters down long concrete irrigation troughs with minimal protection from the intensely coarse grain of the slide. The slide is super long and it has lots of holes in it that you have to force your scooter to jump over, or you end up catapulting over the side and getting a bonk to the face on the grassy hill. There is a pretty girl in line here. Exits are enter slide and east.
Can't imagine why Mr. Traction needed to commit insurance fraud. No idea why.
Indeed. The mother and child from earlier, the kid got bonked on this thing, as you may recall.
Am I still in control?
Yeah.
Go to girl and lady. Ask her if she is Christina.
She says, "Hello, visitor. My name is Christina T. I'm so excited for this ride. You remind me of my partner, Robin S. Do you know Robin S? Robin sells stuff in the snack truck." She looks impatient. "This line is taking forever. Can you go find Robin S and tell them where I am?"
Robin was looking for you. Would you like to go to Robin?
She says, "No, I really want to ride this ride first, and then I'll go."
Be very careful. I want to pass off to
Okay,
because I know that's a perfect point.
that's good. That's good.
Just like, I hope it goes well.
Mhm.
Awkward silence follows because our character doesn't have actual talking unless we say it. Okay, save game.
You save the game.
Following our map, teleport to Spinny Spinny Death Ride.
Okay. You are at the Spinny Spinny Death Ride at Traction Park.
There's a worker here who has the paper towels, right?
Correct.
Ask worker for some paper towels.
The worker says, the worker sneers at you and says, "How rude. What's the magic word?"
Please.
Oh, the worker says, "Thank you for asking nicely," and then gives you the rest of the roll of paper towels.
Okay. If I'm still able to do anything else
Mhm.
from that, teleport to bathroom.
Okay. The broken
Offer-
one or the locker room?
The one next to the locker room.
Okay, yeah.
Offer paper towels to mom and kid who is hurt.
The mom takes a paper towel and uses it to clean some of the wound, and says, "Do you have a first aid kit? Thank you for the paper towel." Excuse me.
I do not. Damn it. So
She says, "Well, thanks anyway. Do you think you could do me a favor still and find my son, William? I need to take Ellie home, but I can't leave without my son."
Wow.
Are we adding child abandonment to the list?
So many fetch quests.
It's so many things. I think.
We're looking for William.
What does William look like?
Yeah, what does William look like?
She gives you a perfect description of William. You have not seen a child that looks like that yet.
Okay.
No.
It's too much to hope for that William was Gandalf.
Oh yeah, yeah. That would really tie this whole thing together. wouldn't
Yeah.
it?
Kid, your mom wants you.
Yeah.
I think that's my turn. I teleported a couple places and I got us paper towels. Do we still have any paper towels or have we used them all up?
Yeah,
when we
you
used
still have
them?
paper towels. Yeah.
Okay.
Did you want to do the other real quick, the snack truck or
Yeah. Go talk to
Robin?
what was the name of the girl who in the snack?
Robin.
Yeah, Robin.
Robin. Go talk to Robin. Tell her where. Teleport to snack truck.
Yep.
Tell Robin where Christina T is in line.
Okay, here we go. Robin S turns pale. "Oh, no, she can't do that. She's a hemophiliac. People get really beat up on that ride. She could die. Quick, go and get her out of that line and bring her here."
It's just ellipses as I pass my turn over to the next person.
Go to Swiss cheese ride.
Okay. You return to
Um,
the Swiss cheese ride.
Christina T, follow me.
Which number is the thing? Swiss cheese ride. Yes. She says, Christina T is irritated, but says, whatever. Thanks for saving my life, I guess. This line was going too slow anyway. She comes back with you to the snack truck, and she and Robin start making out.
So we saved someone's life. We didn't get an object out of it.
Like steal fries while Robin's not looking.
Oh,
Robin
steal
was
fries.
already generous.
I
You-
reunited these lesbians and all I got was these shitty fries out of it.
Let's settle for fries. Wait,
yeah,
Robin
let's see.
was
You
already
can steal some
generous?
fries.
Did Robin give us food?
She did not give you anything. They immediately started making out.
Eat fries.
You have some more fries. They're still good. You're still no longer hungry.
Oh, good. So we didn't even have to spend our money. We just had to be. We had to be saviors. North
Okay. From snack truck.
from Snack Truck.
55. Come on. You are at Nemo Hill. It is a smaller version of Moby Dick Hill, but scaled for kids. Park guests climb up a tall staircase and slide down one of a half dozen troughs that wiggle all the way down. There is a staff supervision booth. Exits are enter booth, north, south, and east.
Enter booth.
In the booth, which is basically a little shack with a chair and some file cabinets, you see a corkboard with a memo on it.
Moving on to Moo. We're in the booth. We're in a supervision booth on Nero
Yes.
Hill.
Mhm.
There's a
corkboard
memo.
with a memo.
Read the memo.
The memo reads, "Attention employees of Traction Park. Another exciting summer awaits us. As usual, we are debuting a new ride, which is currently under construction. And as usual, we're looking for motivated young folks to test the new ride. As soon as we have deemed it safe, asterisk, the first person to try a new ride will be paid a crisp $100 bill. Asterisk says, please know, of course, that we disavow any liability for any injuries, etc., that might occur in testing a new ride."
Well, that is not new information. We already know that this place is a death trap.
That is correct.
Do we scan about for the child?
Yes. Looking around, you see no children that match Willie's description in this area.
Okay. Am I allowed to ask, was Gandalf wearing a wig?
No, he was not.
Okay.
A fake beard, but no wig.
Fake beard. Where's our exits from here?
Exits are north, south, which goes back to the snack truck, and east.
Let's go north.
All right. Buckle up. You are at the Cardassian Cove at Traction Park. It is a pool with lots of cardboard cutouts of Cardassians standing around it. There are 4 lights in the pool. Wait, is it 5? No, it's definitely
God.
4. There is a kid standing by the pool, crying. Exits are enter Cardassian Cove, south, back to Nemo Hill, and west.
Ask kid why they are crying.
The kid is crying, I dropped my camera in the pool, they cry, and I can't swim.
I'm gonna leave this up to Sarah.
Is this
What are the
Willie?
exits again?
This is not Willie, unfortunately.
Darn.
He's hiding
exits.
somewhere.
Do we see the camera in the Cardassian
You can
Cove?
see it in the water, yeah.
Can I get the camera?
The water is very
Touch camera.
shallow and demands hierarchical loyalty, as you'd expect from a Cardassian cove. You go into the water and retrieve the camera from the pool. You give it back to the kid, and the kid is thrilled to get it back. Fortunately, it's an underwater camera, which means that the camera itself is still okay. Oh, thanks, the kid says happily. Now I have all my pictures of my favorite Cardassians back. They're my favorite things to watch on TV. The kid takes a photograph of you and then gives you a partially sucked ring pop. Oh, thanks, says the kid. Hopefully that still tastes good, and runs off.
You said there were cardboard cutouts of Cardassians here.
Mm-hmm.
Is Garrick one of them?
Sure.
Excellent. Just curious. And what are my exits?
Your exits are enter Cardassian Cove, which you just did, south back to Nemo Hill, and west.
All right. Back to Gandalf, which I think is Illinois thing.
Illinois Jones, yep.
And very dramatically present Gandalf with the ring pop.
The kid looks at the ring pop and shakes his head and says, "I cannot accept it like that."
Is there like fuzz cat hair on the ring pop we need to take off?
It's half sucked.
I think we have to suck it.
Yeah.
Okay. You eat the ring pop.
Wait. Save game.
You
then
save
eat
the
ring
game
pop.
and then eat the ring pop. It takes 25 licks and then a crunch. It tastes like cherry pie. Afterwards, you see that the plastic band is yellow and inscribed with strange, unreadable markings.
Give that ring to kid.
He takes the ring and thinks it's the most hilarious thing ever, and he leaves laughing. "That was great," he says, running off, leaving the air pump unattended. "Best summer ever!" He proceeds to put on the ring and disappears into thin air. You hear his ominous laughter fade away into the distance. Wow, that was weird.
So we had a ring of invisibility and we didn't try it on. That's too bad.
You could always reload the save state.
You know,
It's the moment where everyone wishes we had identify so that we knew what the fuck
I'm
the
not
ring did.
mad about that idea. So if everyone's cool with it, like I'm just interested, like reload, save, try on ring.
Sure. You reload your save, you eat the ring pop, you try to wear the ring. It's sticky and kind of gross. How about not?
All right, same thing. Give ring
Yep.
to Gandalf, and
He runs away. He turns invisible.
That was so disappointing.
Priorities.
Bummer.
I thought it would be too small, but it was just like, oh no, it's sticky.
Gross.
I don't wanna.
Yeah.
I don't want superpowers because there's sugar on it.
I mean, the thing is though, we already ate half a ring pop that somebody else had eaten, so I don't know why the stickiness was the problem.
Well, we're also looking over the fact that if multiple timeline theories are true, there's a version of us that is still in the hospital concussed. And there's a version of us that, like, if we tried it on, something absolutely terrible might have happened.
Like we'd get addicted.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. And with that, now that we have the air pump free, I will bounce it to Michelle.
Okay.
Okay, so go back to, is it the Leagues Under the Spring where we need to fix the,
Mm-hmm.
You gotta take the air pump if you want.
yeah, take air pump,
You have the air pump.
go fix raft.
Yep.
Waterproof duct tape and the,
Yep. So you've taped up the punctures, and you successfully inflate the rafts. They are ready to go on the track again, but your air pump is destroyed in the process.
okay. Save game.
You save the game.
Now can we ride the ride?
The extra rafts need to be lifted onto the tracks first.
Lift rafts on trucks?
You can do that with something in your inventory.
Use net?
I don't know if we tracked it, but you should have a lever.
Oh, we took the lever?
Mhm.
Okay,
Oh.
yeah, use lever.
Did you or did you not take the lever?
I took
think
the
we
lever.
did.
Just a lever
Yeah.
that was there that you
We
could
play.
turn or something. I didn't understand.
Let me double check. Yes, you took the lever from Wizard Golf.
Yeah.
It is useful for moving large, heavy objects. You have to wiggle it out from underneath something heavy, however, so when you're done, you're thirsty. That's why you got thirsty. Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
So
you use the lever
lever.
and put the rafts back on the tracks, but the lever breaks in the process.
Mhm.
The worker comes over and gives you $5. Thanks a lot, pal.
Thank you. You're welcome.
So do we have $10 now?
Yeah, we have
You have
$10.
$10.
75 cents.
You're rich.
I know.
I,
Oh, so there's no ride to. Oh, okay. So we don't need to ride. So we did that. So
Mhm.
that's all done. That
Yes.
room's done.
That whole sequence is solved.
Okay. Can I go back to the supervisor booth?
Mm-hmm.
Take memo.
Mhm.
Go to Mr. Spectacular's theater.
Yep.
Show memo to Spectre.
Okay. You show it to the ghost, and he says, "Oh, this is, of course." He has made notice of the ride, but unfortunately, this is not enough proof that the ride is unsafe. I should need someone to test the ride to prove how dangerous it is, and then I can do something.
which ride is he talking about?
The bazooka ball.
Bazooka ball. Yeah, the one where
Which we need to be slippery for.
We haven't gotten that yet.
Uh-huh.
Perhaps more slippery. Yes.
Yeah. I'm going to teleport to the highest place.
Yep.
Save it and then pass it on to Angela so she can take it.
Look from highest place to new location. I haven't been.
Okay. Looking from Traction Hill, you have not been east of Traction Hill yet. There is a ride there. There's a ride south of Traction Hill that you've not been to yet.
Wait,
There's
what?
a ride.
Wait, South Attraction Hill would be Spinny Death Ride, wouldn't it?
You are correct, I think. This
Okay.
map is a little funky.
Hmm.
Is there a compass? Oh, there is a compass. Hang on. There's rides you haven't been to from here going east of Traction Hill. Is that right?
Mhm.
Yeah. And
Okay, yeah. East of Traction Hill.
Southeast
and
of Traction Hill.
Yeah, south and east of Traction Hill. You haven't been there. There's a ride to the east of Nemo Hill. And
To the west of Cardassian.
West of Cardassian Cove and possibly.
Oh, so it's that section of the
whatever
park
is
that we
west of
tried to find.
Cardassian Cove is the same thing that is south of Traction
Spinny
Hill.
Death.
Right.
Okay.
Our east of Spinny Speed Death Ride is west of Kardashian Cove.
So Spinny Death Ride something Cardassian Cove.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay,
yes,
so
yes.
so we'll connect those. I teleport to Spinny Death Ride. Go
Mhm.
east.
And fill in the gap there. Yep.
Yeah.
It
So that we know what that
is. You are at the Voromir slide at Traction Park. It is a water slide that is very menacing, but bears no resemblance to Sean Bean whatsoever, because it is, in fact, a water slide. It is also closed for repairs. Someone has left a pair of pliers here. Exits are east to Cardassian Cove and west to the Spinny Death Ride.
I'm not clever enough to come up with something about this. Has to be a death trap because it's named Boromir. Let me see.
Was it
Hey.
Boromir or Voromir?
Voromir with a V.
So you said pliers?
There's pliers.
Take pliers.
You save the game. You take the pliers. They look very grabbing.
That's a description that I didn't think would make me unsettled, and yet it does.
Right?
I mean, it's
Mhm.
what you want your pliers to be. Very grabbing.
Ideally.
And yet,
So it was the pliers and anything else of interest in the room?
That and the slide.
Okay. I think to end my turn, I will just go east of Traction Hill, and I'll pass it off as we enter the new room over to Joe.
Traction Hill. Hold on. Control F.
Dearly beloved, we are gathered here today for this wedding.
Marriage.
Marriage.
What brings us together. You're going east from Traction Hill. Yes.
Yes.
You are at the Watergate slide. It is a thrilling slide that includes many water fountains gates on the way down, making sure people are extra soaked. There is a bored attendant here. The worker simply stares at the people entering the slide without saying a word. The worker has a bullhorn at their side, but also is wearing some antiquated high-tech listening equipment from the 70s. The attendant takes off their sophisticated headphones, whispers a few words into their watch, and looks at you. You, want to take over for a minute? Exits are enter slide and west back to Traction Hill.
Yes.
You think about accepting, but then you realize there's something in this employee's dull, unhappy eyes that makes you think twice. You don't want to end up like this guy. Also, their stomach rumbles. They look like they're hungry.
Take
You still
bullhorn.
have your stolen fries.
Oh, we still have the stolen fries. Okay.
Yes.
Give fries to. Well, who is this person?
They are a park worker wearing some kind of antiquated listening equipment.
Okay. Give fries to park worker.
The worker is excited to get some fries. Looks good, they say, but greasy. You got any napkins or something? Can't let my fingers get all gross.
Give paper towel.
The worker is excited and starts eating ravenously. They offer you the bullhorn. I don't have cash. I guess I can offer you this. I don't really need it. Thanks for the fries. You no longer have fries, but acquire a bullhorn.
I just realized we could have tried to use the fries to make ourselves more slippery.
That was gonna be my
greasing up with them fries.
Get like 20 orders of fries. I'm gonna like roll around in it, and then I'm gonna go down the slide.
All right.
No.
Just think of this character avatar we're piloting and all the weird stuff we've all suggested they do. Like they've seen people making out, they've seen a wizard kid literally disappear in front of them. Found out about a necromancer.
Yep.
It's been a wild summer.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And yet their priority is still like, how do I grease myself up?
Gotta get greasy, baby.
I'm not greasy enough.
Not greasy enough. Yes.
All right, I got a bullhorn. It is Moo's turn.
Yeah. Oh, did you say you were gonna go down the
Still have
slide?
the paper towels.
Oh, do we still have paper towels?
Yes, you still have the paper towels.
I gave him one.
Okay.
No, sure, I'll go down save and go down the slide.
You go down the slide. Even though you bump your head on the way down, you find it super fun. The water rushing past you, the kinetic motion of gravity as you twist down complicated loopholes, and finally arrive, breathless, at the rock bottom of the slide. You feel like someone is watching you the whole time, however. It's a really creepy feeling. You are now at the Voromir slide.
Where is the Boromir slide?
It's right below it.
Oh, okay. I still think we should go, now that we're all wet and slippery, go to the one ride we're supposed to get the monies from.
Okay.
Yes.
You return to the Bazooka Ball and climb to the top. You are at the top of the Bazooka Ball. It is very high up, and there is a knob. Exits are downstairs to Bazooka Ball or down Bazooka Ball ride.
Save.
You save the game.
Have we figured out what the knob does?
You have not.
Well, I just saved, so I'm gonna twist the knob.
Okay. The knob says turn on water, and you try to turn it, and it says it seems to be stuck.
Well, we are wet anyway, so let's try the slide.
You go down the Bazooka Ball, but you bonk your head and get a concussion.
Well, go back to save state.
Yep.
And so it's stuck. We have the pliers, right?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Will the pliers do anything to this knob?
Yes. You get the knob to turn on. The pliers break,
Okay.
unfortunately. But the water begins to trickle down the sides of the slide. So each time you've done this, like, you've been sort of damp, but now there's like real water going down.
Okay. I'm gonna save one more time.
Yep. Save again.
And right before we go down the slide, remember to, like, normally when you go down a slide, you do the whole arm cross thing. You lay back.
Mm-hmm.
Let's try that this time.
Okay. You try that. This time you definitely get much better traction than before, because there actually is water coming from the slide itself. But unfortunately, you still bonk your head on the loop. There's just like your multiple incarnation self seems to think that there's the water is great. That's step one. There's something else that you need to do or get that will make you even more slippery.
Well, then we go back to the save seat, and I push it off to Sarah.
Okay, there you go.
Excellent. I mean, I kind of want to do Joe's thing where we go to the snack truck and grease ourselves up.
Roll around in the grease.
But let's just teleport to Nemo Hill and what's east of that.
Okay. I know what's east of that.
We can get a complete map here. Why did my Xbox just turn on?
The Xbox wants to. It's jealous that you're having fun. Play with
How
me.
dare I?
The Xbox has just turned into a Clippy. It's like, hi there. We noticed that.
It seems like you're playing
fun.
a game that's not Call of Duty or Gears of War.
You are having fun, and it is not utilizing me.
I would like attention too.
Okay.
You are at Moby Dick Hill. You see a suspicious dude standing on top of the slide, not going down, with binoculars looking down at the wave pool. He is not an employee. Exits are west.
And the wave pool is the bigger boat pool, right?
Yes, correct.
So he's just looking directly south. Okay.
Yes.
There's so much happening in this game.
I think you just finished the map. There's no more.
I did.
Yes.
Yeah, we have a complete map.
You have a complete map.
Now it gets hard because now we're like.
Functionally, we need scissors or a knife to cut open the crash dummy that we shoved into a locker.
Seems reasonable.
Or we need to shove it down a ride that destroys it.
Right. Or find a first aid kit to give to the mom and hope she's got something sharp in her parts that she can.
Maybe she'll give us a ceremonial dagger that her child will know us by.
Oh God, we still haven't found that kid.
Oh, she also wants to find her other child.
Yes.
We haven't seen him, but we have a bullhorn.
Mm-hmm.
And
Call for
him. Yell into bullhorn for William.
Ah, interesting. You are here. You call for him. He is not responding. If he is in the vicinity, you think he's probably not in this area. But if you want, I will say that every time you go to a new room, you can, as a free action, just yell for William, and if he's there,
do that.
He will come out.
Let's go with that.
So we're looking for William.
Oh yeah, you're at Moby Dick Hill still.
And there's a person
right.
at Moby Dick Hill.
There's a suspicious guy standing on top of the slide, not going down.
Talk to guy.
He's He doesn't say anything. He is ignoring you. He is very intent on looking at his binoculars.
Steel binoculars.
He rips them out of your hands and says, "Get away from me. I have very important work to do."
Go to snack truck.
Okay.
See if we can find oil. Grease. That is like, not in an actual deep fryer right now, kind of a thing.
There is not enough oil for you to get greased up.
Darn.
Unfortunately.
All right.
Also, you hear a mysterious ticking noise now that you're here. You can't tell where it's coming from.
Immediately feeling Potter Pals vibes out of that. I'm just Michelle, go ahead. I have no idea.
Okay, so where are we?
You are at the snack truck.
We're the snack truck.
Okay, so save game.
You save the game.
Investigate ticking.
You can't tell where it's coming from. It seems to be from somewhere in the vicinity, but it echoes such that you can't really see where exactly it is.
Can I go to the broken bathroom?
Mhm.
There was a closet in there.
Yes.
Can examine closet.
Okay, you open the closet and are surprised to see a young boy sitting in the closet. The boy says, "Oh, hello there. My name is William J. Do you work here? I need some help. My mom told me I couldn't go in the sanitizer plunge, but I snuck out of her sight and I went anyway. It was awesome! Except now I've got all these bruises all over me. When my mom sees these, she'll know for sure I disobeyed her. Can you help me find something to hide these bruises?"
Use concealer on William.
The boy grabs it from you and starts applying it all over the scrapes and bruises. "Totally worth it," he says. "Thanks for your help." He offers you a souvenir toilet plunger. "They give you one of these after you take the plunge," he laughs. "Get it? You now have a toilet plunger."
Yay.
Oh.
So so do I have to escort William first, or can I use the toilet plunger?
Oh, you can use the plunger.
Yeah, use plunger.
The blockage goes through and the toilet is functional again. The bathroom is no longer out of order, but the plunger breaks in the process.
Do I find anything else like scissors, a knife?
Unfortunately,
else?
no.
Okay. Escort William back to mom.
You accompany William back to the Lederhosen Lodge bathroom where his mother is waiting. She is delighted to have her son back. "Oh, thank you so much," she says. "Here, take this wetsuit. We won't be needing it anytime soon."
Take wetsuit.
You have a wetsuit.
Wow. Well done, Michelle.
I think you would have been the only one who remembered the closet.
Yeah.
It saved us
Yeah.
so much time.
Oh my god.
No.
Okay, so go back up to the bazooka thing.
Yep.
Save it. Angela, dear.
Right.
Okay.
I saved it, so it's all you.
You were saved. Yep.
Wetsuit.
Wetsuit.
Okay. So we saved that, right?
Yes.
You did.
Mhm.
Okay, question before I take the plunge.
Answer.
Are we currently wet, or we're just wearing the wetsuit and everything, right?
You are wearing the wetsuit. You will become wet as you ride the slide because the water is working now.
Okay. Ride the
Ride
ride
really
this time.
sucks if you have to have a wetsuit.
All right, you put on the wetsuit. The water is on. You go down the bazooka ball, and you are just slippery enough that you escape the dangerous loop unscathed. You emerge at the end safely, and Mr. Traction gives you $100. "Great job," he says. "Now the bazooka ball is proved to be safe. We can open for business." He turns on the sign and places a ceremonial ribbon near the entrance of the slide. people start to get in line for this notorious ride.
Huh.
Okay.
Scissors to cut the ribbon.
Yeah. Is there scissors for the ribbon?
There are no scissors.
Damn it.
Gonna bite it.
You do have a way of solving this problem. Not on you, but you do know how to solve this problem.
Oh damn
We
it.
have a memo. What was the memo about?
Well, we have the wet. We're wearing the wetsuit.
Yeah,
Yep.
we have the wetsuit. I'm just trying to remember.
The
What
memo was
Yeah, the memo
about the ride.
announces the debut of the ride and that they're paying kids if anyone goes on the ride and says that it's fun.
So everyone's gonna die because they don't have wetsuits.
Yes.
That's not
No one
Not
is going
die,
on the ride
mildly
yet.
concussed.
Everyone is lining up for it, but nobody is going to go on it for a little bit.
We have a bullhorn. We could just tell people with the bullhorn. Whose turn is it? Angela, are you still going?
Yeah. Just real quick, if possible, teleport back to Spectre.
Yep.
So, with us having to do this, if I talk to him, tell him provide testimony that ride is unsafe without wetsuit.
Yes, you absolutely can. You have successfully ridden the thing. You know how dangerous it potentially is. So like no one else has actually volunteered to ride this thing. You're the first person to do it successfully. Mr. Spectre is elated to have something to do. He follows you to the bazooka ball. Oh, goody. I get to scare people. Being a ghost is fun. He successfully spooks everyone in line at the bazooka ball, and they all run away screaming, including Mr. Traction. You have successfully prevented the bazooka ball's debut.
And still got paid.
And yes. $110.75.
Yeah.
Okay, I think that's my turn because we
Okay.
just, we stopped. We
Success.
stalled a ride.
You did. You saved the world.
So we still want to break open the dummy probably at the end. We want to find a first aid kit.
You have no more need for the first aid kit.
Oh, okay.
Because
We
we
just
found
needed to-
William.
There were two ways to get the wetsuit. Okay.
Yep.
I see. What's not done? Remember what's not done?
I mean, there's a couple of spies in the park from like the 70s that we don't know what's up with, but
Spies?
the weirdo at the Watergate slide has been placated with fries.
and then we get the guy with the binoculars.
There's a weirdo at Moby Dick Hill with binoculars.
We don't know how to make him tell us what's going on. Okay.
Yeah, he just looks suspicious.
Yeah.
But also, we just need to break open the dummy ultimately.
Yes.
Ultimately, yeah.
Mhm.
That may be the main only thing we have to do. I'm tempted to put it on a ride that'll break it.
There are so many options for that.
Literally every other ride will accomplish that.
Which one is the Spinny Spinny Death Ride? What does that look like?
Yeah. So the Spinny Spinny Death Ride. I was just at it. Are you getting on it, or are you just
no? I
taking
want
a
to go
look at
and look at it.
it? Okay. Yeah, it is a giant donut of aluminum and plastic without windows and only one door.
Okay, save game and go on the Spinny Spinny Death Ride.
Sure.
Let's die.
So people are lining up and stand against the wall of the ride, and the ride starts spinning. The people are held against the wall by gravity and centrifugal force. It is quite terrifying if you get dizzy easily. You, however, are able to quite tolerate it, so you think it's pretty fun, if boring. Several of your neighboring ride-goers are throwing up afterwards because it is an intense experience. You return back to the entrance of the Spinny Spinny Death Ride.
There was no death involved at all.
There was no death.
Okay, I want to go. Did we use the net to move the dummy?
You can just carry the dummy.
Just carry the dummy.
Yep. So you still have the net.
All right.
Hey.
What's your idea, Michelle?
Swiss cheese.
Swiss cheese.
Swiss cheese ride? Is that
Swiss
the
cheese.
most dangerous one?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one
That
we
has
had to
proven
say.
to that. Yeah, that literally broke a child.
Yes, that is true. You
Okay.
return to the Swiss cheese slide. People ride primitive scooters down long concrete irrigation troughs with minimal protection from the intensely coarse grain of the slide. The slide is super long and it has lots of holes in it that you have to force your scooter to jump over, or you end up catapulting over the side and getting a bonk to the face on the grassy hill.
All right. So go to
So
locker
enter
room.
slide and east. Yep, you go on the slide.
Go to locker room, unlock locker,
Get
take
dummy.
dummy,
Get
go to
dummy.
Swiss cheese ride,
Okay.
throw it in.
Bring the dummy down. You can cut the line because you have a season pass. You go down the slide and it's super fun, but you get beat up on the ride because it's just a plastic scooter going down a rocky cement trough down the hill, and the scooter has a brake but no other controls. So your legs get pretty scraped up. At the end, an attendant gives you a first aid kit. You end up in Lederhosen Lodge. The dummy remains unscathed.
Well, we got the first aid kit that we don't need anymore.
Well, on ourselves, maybe.
Right. Yeah. All right. Next. Moo.
What is in the first aid kit?
Antiseptic, band-aids, some gauze.
Okay.
No scissors, unfortunately.
Let's see. Have we explored the whole park?
Yes. Well,
Yeah, we have a
you've
complete
been
map.
everywhere.
Okay. Go back to the locker room.
Okay, you return to the locker room.
Okay. Can we skim, like, look at all the open lockers?
You look around. Some of the other lockers are they're locked, but the locks themselves are a little loose. They could probably be jiggled open. Otherwise, this is just a regular old locker room.
So all the lockers are empty then. that are
Some
open,
of them are in use.
but the open ones don't have anything in it.
Right. Correct. Yes.
Okay. That was one of my tactics that I was going to check for something sharp.
Okay.
You said we need something sharp to cut it. Otherwise, nope, that's not going to work. Let's see here. What other rides can we take this thing on that might jostle it open?
Awesome.
Can we go back to the go-karts with this dummy? Is the attendant actually paying attention to the ride?
Intermittently.
Throw the dummy onto the track and run it over with a go-kart.
You do so. However, the crash test dummy seems to be designed to endure exactly this kind of abuse, and therefore remains.
Okay. Well, at least I didn't get yelled at for it.
You were not yelled at. That was fantastic.
Worries about anything.
Now what to do? Do with this dummy? Let's go back to the main lodge.
Okay.
Is there anybody?
You're so close to getting this.
Is there anybody else in the lodge? Oh, sorry.
Nothing else of use in the lodge.
Okay. Go ahead.
Oh, I just have an idea.
Mm-hmm.
Go to snack truck.
Yep.
Is there a knife?
Haven't searched the snack truck.
Yeah, we haven't searched the snack truck. Is there knives, scissors, can opener that is sharp and stabby?
Well, here's a question. I think we're technically over break.
Like 40 minutes over break.
Haha. We could wrap this up right now without you solving another side quest, if you want. because there is a puzzle that is connected to this location that gets you the thing that you need.
Hmm.
So you can either futz around with the puzzle for a little bit longer, or we can fudge it.
I'm open to still trying this because I'm
Yeah.
still curious about the damn pliers
Yeah.
that we have because
This
we
is
haven't really
fun.
used them, right?
No,
'Cause
we
the
use
No, we
pliers
use
are
the
still-
pliers.
The pliers
We use
on the
pliers.
We use the
slide.
pliers, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What do we have left in our inventory?
Yeah, what do we have
Your
left?
your
Paper-
inventory consists of an email message, a season pass, a car key, your driver's license, 3 quarters, a net, a key for locker 42, $110, paper towels, a bullhorn, and a wetsuit.
not use the bullhorn,
The bullhorn we have not used.
and it wasn't.
No,
It was a trick to
it
get
wasn't
it.
for the kid.
Probably useful.
Oh, Jesus. Ulfrig in the chat. It can't be the end of Act 1. Sean Bean Slide is still alive.
Oh, bless you, Wolfrig.
Should just do the break.
Wonderful.
I think, yeah, maybe a break to just let
Yeah.
our heads
Brain figure
take a
itself
second.
out. Yeah.
yeah, if our that seems like the best idea because it'll just
Yeah.
be
Brace it.
Is our
Yeah.
producer listening?
yeah, that's the only other thing. I need the producer to see if because we can't actually take a break unless our producer is hello.
We could.
We can walk. We could just put signs up on break.
Yeah. I heard 4.
This is basically it. If you guys can solve this one last puzzle, we'll be done.
Ah,
Wait, how long?
Yeah.
Like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
And it will come to us.
We're gonna
Okay.
take a 5-minute break, stretch your legs, get some water. Be sure to check out the Welcome to the Party Discord if you want to get a chance to play more games like this. And otherwise, we will be right back and with the finish up this last little tantalizing puzzle.
See y'all soon.
And welcome back, everybody. We are going to wrap up some Traction Park action right here, right now. We've been doing this wonderful text-based adventure game. And we're on the cusp of finding our brother's $500 hidden away. We suspect it's probably in this crash test dummy we've been carrying around all over the park. We're going to find out how we're going to solve that problem. Before we come back in, I want to thank our Patreon sponsors. We have a number of them, including Nerdy T and Jack and Donald and I believe Jago, and a few more, but I don't have the list in front of me, but they were on that whole card while we were at break. Thank you so much. Patreon is the lifeblood. It gives us money to keep doing the things that we're doing. Thank you all very much. Let us resume the game. So when we left off, we were at the snack truck trying to get greasy.
We were looking for
and
a
also
knife,
looking
'cause
for a
we already
sharp
did the-
object, right?
Yeah, we're looking
Yeah.
for a sharp object.
There is likely to be a
And-
sharp object here, but you don't have a way of getting it yet.
And it occurs to me that our brother is only going to pay us $100 if we do this, and we already have 110.75.
Or we could make another 100.
Yeah.
We could.
That's
We
true.
could make another 100. We could. Yeah.
There are multiple endings.
But
If you want, you
there are
can tap out
multiple
here.
I was the one searching for the knife at
Yes.
before break, so I will pass off to Michelle.
Do I still hear the ticking?
Yes.
Oh, that's right.
Can I tell where it's coming from?
It's hard to tell. It's not clear where exactly in this region it's coming from.
But it's snack truck. It's close to the snack truck.
Yeah, it's coming from like around the vicinity of the snack truck.
So if I examine area of snack truck,
Yes, you can look around. You can't see. It seems like it might be in the snack truck, or near it, but you can't tell where within it is.
can I enter the snack truck?
You get in, and Robin S. and Christina T. are making out like very hormonal teenagers.
Is the ticking louder?
It is louder.
So if I examine it, that they are in the way of the ticking.
Yes.
Talk to girls. Pardon the interruption.
Robin S. and Christina T. are making out so much that they do not pay any attention to you.
Bullhorn.
Hold on. Save game.
You save the
Bullhorn.
game.
Bullhorn. Excuse me. I'm sorry.
They look at you very angrily and say, "What? Can't you see we're busy?"
Understood. There is ominous ticking happening. Can we please figure out what it is?
Yeah, they say, well, now that you say it, I guess there's something in there. We'll take a look. They say, yeah, we'll take a look in a minute. And they go back to making out.
The bullhorn is too strong for the lesbians.
I know.
Teenagers.
Oh my goodness. The ticking is in the snack truck. And I have two wonderful lesbians standing between me and the ticking.
We haven't used the safety net.
Oh, wait. Save
still
game
suck.
again.
Right.
Save the game.
Tossing it on beautiful lesbian couple.
The net only brings their love closer together.
Can I pull them out of the snack?
Yeah, I think you can pull them out. They wrestle their way out of the net, but they're still making out.
That's
you
fine.
You still have the net.
Okay.
You caught
Investigate
lesbians.
snack truck.
You look around the snack truck, and hidden in the ice cream machine, there is something that looks an awful lot like a bomb.
Save game. Angela.
You saved the game.
What? What do I get left with the bomb? What
Well,
is
it's a dummy.
I
Oh, shove the dummy. Is the ice cream machine big enough to shove a person or a small
Yeah,
dinosaur?
It's
into?
like a freezer. Yeah, you could probably throw a dummy with no arms and legs in it.
Okay.
we've saved the game.
We did save the game. Okay, before I do that, I just want to try one quick thing.
Mm-hmm.
The person just trying the weird stuff to see if anything works to cut off other possibilities. The guy who's just looking and staring kind of weird over by the top of the wave pool.
Yes.
Was he just ignoring us the whole time anytime we tried to talk to him? Am I remembering that right?
Yes, he was like, get away from me. I got to watch this thing.
Okay, teleport to that person.
You teleport over there.
Yell at him with the bullhorn. There's a bomb in the snack truck.
He looks back at you and yells, I know! I put it there! I'm the fartinator! I put a stink bomb in the snack truck. It's going to go off any minute now. And there's nothing you can do to stop me.
Oh, it's a stink bomb.
It's just a stink bomb.
Yeah. Well, he's the fartinator.
Well, that's not as useful as I thought.
Yeah.
He's a loser.
Well,
I
yeah,
mean, it's still gotta have some sort of explosive potential. Like,
I mean,
it's just enough to release some stinky stuff.
I'm gonna. I don't even know. I'm just gonna go get the dummy, throw it in there because that seemed like the best idea. Because I don't know how to respond to that. How does one respond to that?
There are
know
ways,
that
but
one does.
you return to the snack truck.
Yes, and
Okay.
I put the dummy in the freezer and just, I guess, wait for it to go off
Okay.
because we did save our game before.
Yes,
Good.
we did.
The bomb goes off, filling the snack truck with a horrible, noxious gas. But you believe that the explosion was muffled mostly by the presence of the crash test dummy. The explosion was had you not done so, perhaps the explosion would have filled the whole plaza with methane gas. Robin looks at you and says, "Oh, of course, the old bomb in the snack truck trick. That's it. Missed it by that much. I gotta call the chief. Will you help me with my hat?" Confused, you help Robin take off their hat. Robin dials on the top and they telephone their chief. After the report, Robin gives you a box cutter. "Sorry," they say. "I wish I had something more awesome to give you. However, you never know when you need a box cutter. This little trick has gotten me out of many a sticky business."
Wow.
Is Robin a robot?
Robin's Inspector Gadget.
Okay, I realize we are in full adventure game logic. Everything else to this point has actually made sense to me in some capacity. That is the
I'm
one
just-
thing that does not make sense to me.
Did we miss a side quest somewhere?
No, you solved the problem in a roundabout way.
Oh, okay.
Mm.
For full disclosure, so what the game expects you to do is talk to or try and catch the suspicious guy with the net. At which point he reveals his master plan.
The stink bomb.
Right, the stink bomb. Right. So you don't know who he is until you throw the net on him, and then he's like, "Oh, but you can't do this to me. I'm the Fartinator, and now I won't be able to watch this thing explode. How dare you?" So you go back, and you get them out, and you evacuate the area. But I love the idea of shoving the dummy in the ice cream thing, so we did that instead.
And now we have a box cutter.
So run the game how I want. Yes.
Yes.
Now you have a box cutter and a really stinky crash test dummy.
So we just had a raid just come in. Shogun.
Oh,
117 and
snap.
two
Hi,
people.
Raiders.
Hi there,
Hi.
folks.
Hello, Shogun 117 and team. Yeah, we are playing Traction Park, a text-based adventure game parody.
Whose turn is it? Is it still Angela's turn?
I open dummy with box cutter achieved from cybernetic individual. Well, okay. Let me rephrase. Cybernetic lesbian individual.
Yeah, very, very important
Very
distinction.
important.
Very
This is
important.
the distinction that matters to me as a person.
There are lesbians, and then there are
Same.
cyber lesbians.
Yeah.
Yes, you use the box cutter on the dummy. You cut along the seams and open up the dummy. Lo and behold, it opens, and you find a total of $500 tied together with a rubber band with your brother's name written on it in Sharpie. Hooray! Now it's time to head back to your car. You go to call your brother and head home. You are at Lederhosen Lodge.
Do we have to tell him we found the money? Can we just like keep it? We did a lot of work.
We cut ties with our brother.
Go into witness
$500
protection.
for $400.
Wait,
Yeah, the-
save state first and then do that.
You were the ball is in
Yeah.
your court.
Save.
Save game.
Okay.
Use a quarter on the payphone.
Okay.
Call
Call brother.
Brother.
call brother.
You dial your brother, and he picks up the phone. "Hey, sibling," he says. "What's up? Did you find my money?"
Yes.
You say yes. "Sweet," says your brother. "Thanks, pal. I owe you one. Just bring it home, and I'll get it next weekend when I come to do my laundry. You can totally keep some of it. Is $100 cool? Finder's fee, you could say." Haha. You say goodbye and hang up.
Go to parking lot.
You go to the parking lot.
Moo.
Do we want to reload and see what happens?
Just
if
to
we
see
say
what
no?
happens.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, we're not. Are we? Did we finish or did we not finish?
You did not technically finish.
We did not technically finish.
Mhm.
Moo, you want to do the next action?
I don't know what to do.
Well, I mean, we have car key.
Well,
mean-
we could always reload. Call the
Well,
brother and
see-
say no.
And then if that ending sucks, we can reload and do it the other way.
Okay.
Mhm.
Then let's reload and call the brother and tell him
Okay.
to stick a sock in it and take the $500 and run.
All right. You say that you found none of the money. "Aw, bummer," says your brother. "Well, thanks for trying, pal. Hey, can I borrow $100? I need a new bike, and I'll totally pay you back, pal." Given your brother's history with borrowing money, however, you politely decline and suggest he ask Grandpa. "I guess I'll do that," says your brother. "See you when I get home to do my laundry." You say goodbye and hang up.
Well,
You
I'm fine. with
currently have
this.
$610.50.
Let's go to the car and go home.
Okay. You are at the parking lot outside the main entrance of Traction Park in the Traction Park parking lot. It is half full of cars. People come from all over the state to visit this place. You unlock your car and you get in and you go home. You have won Traction Park.
Yay!
Now, I do have to tell you, in addition to the other endings, you could partially lie about how much money you had. There's another thing he does. You also, very wisely, locked your car at the start of the game. If you did not, you see that I was keeping track. You see your car was stolen by a dragon while you were in the park. Oh no, better luck next time. Time to go back in the park and call a cab. The cab costs all the spare change that you have. Spare change counts as whatever you haven't told your brother he'd get from you. If you lied and told your brother you didn't find the money, then yes, your cab ride costs hundreds of dollars.
Where did the dragon come from?
Don't worry about it.
Or, yeah, that's
That's your
the thing
line?
We've had a fartinator. We've had like necromancy and binding of a spirit. We've had a ring of invisibility. We've had
insurance fraud.
Child neglect.
Child endangerment.
Murder.
Some 1970s spy crap. But yeah, the dragon is what broke me in this. Robot lesbian snack bar.
Robot lesbian.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Wait, the most important, the robot lesbian snack.
The
bar.
beautiful robot.
Beautiful love story of Robin S. and Christina T.
We stand.
That was honestly the only thing I was going to say that we did before we left was like, if it wasn't absolutely 100% clear that Robin S. and Christina T. like both had the season pass, I was just going to say, let's go give them our season pass and then just
that would
get
have been
out.
sweet. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, well, your girlfriend's a robot. If you didn't know, here's a season pass to make you feel better about it.
Would the robot reveal have come up any earlier had we not gone in 500 ways around it?
Oh,
or
no.
Was that just
That's
like
the only time
okay.
that shows up.
Okay.
Yeah. That's like the one mandatory thing you have to do is to get the box cutter. You have to do the whole quest line that gets you the box cutter. Yeah, that's Traction Park. Thank you all so much for playing. Yeah.
Was it her head?
The hat was, yeah, she had something attached to her hat, like a smartphone in the hat.
Oh, is a smartphone in the hat?
I think it's like, it's hard to tell. I like Inspector Gadget headcanon, but I also like it's like you've got a little fedora or something that has like a little radio, Dick Tracy
I thought
style.
It was like a spy thing, like a shoe phone.
Oh, and then Robin was going to be the spy because there's the chief. Yeah.
Right.
What was the?
They should have named her
told
Penny.
brother the truth.
Oh,
$100. Do we still win?
Yeah, if you still tell him the truth, you get the $100 plus the extra 100 for riding the slide.
So 210.50.
Right, and then if you tell like, oh, I only found some of your money, he's like, well, thanks for trying. I'll come get it next weekend when I come to do my laundry, but I'll have to rescind my offer to share. I need the whole amount to buy a new bike. I'll get you next time. So he gets the 100, but you keep the other 100.
It's considered a greater win if you get more money.
Yes.
And lock your car. Always lock your car.
Always lock your car.
Lock your
if
car.
you learn nothing else from games, always lock your car.
Oh my god!
Like the two constants.
Thank you, Simon.
The two constants of every TTRPG are if the GM says something like, "Oh, do you want to split the party?" or if you feel as though you shouldn't lock your car. Those are both worrying things in TTRPG.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
That was beautiful.
That was wonderful.
Thank you all so
Lovely
much
game.
for playing. It's
Thank
a
you.
delight. You should all check out Traction Park by K.N. Granger. You can get it on Amazon. You can get it on DriveThruRPG. You can probably get it on itch. I haven't looked, but you should support her. She's great. Let's go around and say who we've been, where people can find you, and if you've got any exciting projects you'd like to shout out. Let's start with Joe.
Hi, I'm Joe Sondow, and I'm on Twitter at Joe Sondow, and I am dealing with the pandemic and trying to get myself organized to Twitch stream some more, coding some more Twitter bots. I have a bunch of Twitter bots you can see at my profile, my Twitter account. That's it.
Fabulous. Moo.
My name is Moo. I'm here on Twitch as Jennifer's Distraction. I'm also on Twitter under Mouflay. I don't have much going on besides school, so and my reptile rehab project, which I sometimes share on my respective medias. So
That's awesome. We should all check that out. Sarah.
Hi, I'm Sarah. I am at Arclight Phoenix on Twitter, Phoenix with no vowels. And you can find me Saturdays, 2 p.m. Eastern, right here on Welcome to the Party, playing in the Neverland and the Runaways game.
Fabulous. Michelle.
Hi, I'm Michelle Ely. You can find me on Twitter at Michelle Ely, or mostly in the Welcome to the Party Discord. It's wonderful. It's warm, fuzzy, and gay. So come on by. Tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Eastern on this channel, I am in the Rifts game, which is sci-fi, fantasy, dinosaurs, vampires. It is chaos incarnate. Sarah's been on it one time and I think it blew your mind a little bit.
Yes, a little bit. Just a little. Yeah,
a little bit.
It was a lot.
Yeah,
it's a great game.
Yeah, you guest start on an episode with a
Fox
guitar.
Was a guitar.
Yeah. Go watch it. We have a YouTube playlist. Go check it out. So that's me.
Fantastic.
Fabulous. Angela.
Hello there, everybody. Because we have some time, I will get into my projects. If you want to find my writing, it's you can find it in multiple places, either on my Patreon, where I think last time I checked, I now have 126 poems up for viewing, half of which are public viewing and the other half are patron only. You can find me at Philosophem for that. If you want to find my other more political or self-care and trauma healing related pieces, those are on Art for Ourselves, which is an online QTPOC media publication that we have switched to a quarterly basis, but we're going to be publishing, I think, in the next month or so, lining up with the equinox. And I am also a frequent contributor, either through one-shots or on 3V. Vibrant Visible Victorious are currently Saturday night, if I have that right, Saturday night. All POC gaming sort of show where we allow various GMs, all POC, all BIMPOC backgrounds, to just come up with different ideas, bring different systems. I've run 5e stuff on there, and depending on how things go, I might be running Dungeon World later on this month, so we'll see. But yeah, and with that, and for anyone who has been a longtime viewer for WTTP, so welcome to the party, you can find me as the DM for the Adventures in Agni campaign that happened the past couple seasons back for an all BIMPOC crew. And I will be involved with something else coming in the future. I won't say quite just yet. The folks here know about it, and Simon in particular knows about it, but you'll have to wait on that. And for those who want to know more about the lore of that the first world of Agni that I ran a campaign in for a couple seasons, I just started publishing world lore about the world that I created on my Patreon. The first probably maybe 10 or so pieces, however many total up, will be public viewing, and then specific topics will switch to patrons. So that is me, and you can find me on Twitter at Phoenix24Fem. I have a lot of projects and a lot of writing going on because pandemic.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's a rough one out there, but it's good to fill your time with projects or nothing at all, if whatever brings you joy. And I have been Simon. You can find me on Twitter at Lucha Libris. You can also find my game design work on Itch under the same name. I am a streamer. I'm a LARPwright. I'm a voice actor. You can find more streams that I do. I'm a player every Sunday on Welcome to the Party at 3 p.m. Eastern. We're playing the Worldwide Wrestling RPG. It's great. There's wrestling, there's love, there's drama, there's puppets.
Yes.
We
Tell
peaked
more.
last game. I called a
Yes.
wrestling match as a puppet while wrestling with a puppet. I have broken my webcam because I jostled my
The
camera
webcam
and my
could not
excitement with the
handle
puppet. But that's Sundays on this channel. On Thursdays on Scradix Academy, I play Blades in the Dark in a game called Secrets of Duskfall. That's 2:30 Eastern. Coming up in May, I will be GMing a game of Monster of the Week on this channel. I'm actively recruiting from players. I'm looking for mostly BIMPOC players. If you are on the Discord for Welcome to the Party, get at me. If you're anybody else, get at me the week after next, and then I'll hit you up, put you up in the list. If you are interested in listening to some audio drama during this challenging time because you have fewer places to go, and you want to fill your time with some very queer stories, I'm a voice actor on the Penumbra podcast. It's a queer sci-fi and fantasy audio drama. It's a great time. You can find that at the Penumbra Pod on Twitter, penumbrapodcast.com. And when the isolation limit lifts, we will be going back to running LARP events in the New England area. I run a game called Attaway, which is a Decopunk game. It's sort of like Miss Fisher's Murder Mysteries meets Bioshock, about running hooch in a time of prohibition. It's very gay. It's very shiny and chrome. Learn about that at attawaylarp.com if you're in New England. That's going to be it for all of us. For all of you that have been with us this whole time, thank you sticking that out. Thank you for being with us. To everyone who donated any bits or followed or subbed or patron sponsors, or even if you were just here and hanging out and having a good time, everything that you do to support the community means the world to us, and we just love having people here and sharing games with them. It's been a grand old time. That's going to do it for us. This is the last show on the network for tonight, but tomorrow come back for a whole bunch of other fantastic content. Don't forget to check out the Discord, the Patreon, get yourself a t-shirt from So Nerdwear. Show us how much you love us. And we will probably be doing a raid after this. I'm not sure who we're going to be raiding, but you should stick around because we don't raid unfun channels. We love to show support for people and see other cool games that are going around. So stick around for that. And otherwise, it's been a pleasure to play with everyone and to share the game and to have a good time. We will see you in the next one.
Hey, everybody.
Bye.
Oh, that's just fine.
// Killer.
Fabulous.